Welcome everyone to episode 2 of Storytime with me, Nitro420 Lopez. Anyways, let's begin with this thing because this thing is juicy. I'm going to give you a little quick backstory on this. So, I'm an independent contractor. I work security, whether that's for a private individual or for a company that wants to hire me because they need an extra hand for security or something like that, big events, Super Bowl, whatnot, yada yada yada. Anyways, so back in 2016 and 17, I actually had a contract with a small little company that had multiple contracts themselves with some nightclubs. I think 3 nightclubs, 1 hotel or 2 hotels, and a restaurant chain, which is very well known and popular in Hollywood. Which, for legal reasons, I am not going to say what restaurant or any locations of this company because it is still active, and I may or may not be going back and forth with that company in the future, and I don't want to, put any bad heat on them for this. But anyways, so I'm going to be talking to you guys about 2 celebrity interactions that I had. One of them being with a Mr. Liam Payne back in 2016 or 17, one of the 2 years. I forget. I'm sorry, my memory is blurry. It's blurry as hell. It's blurrier than my fucking glasses and the fucking heat. But yeah, so I remember one night, so as a security there at these restaurants, we had to make sure that the front was guarded and the back was guarded. The back consisted of a parking lot, which is now turned into a weird ass dining area after COVID-19. And the front consisted of just, making sure the door was good and, having a line, 1 line for takeout, 1 line for dine in. Now, this restaurant, it ain't cheap, okay? For them to need security, they're open all the way till in the early hours of the morning. They open up at 11 a.m. They close until 4 or 5 in the morning. It's on the Sunset Strip, so you already know celebrities come in and out of that place like crazy. We're not supposed to be fangirling. We're not supposed to be, asking for pictures, autographs. We're just there to do our job. We're there to keep the peace, and we're there to do what's right. But anyways, so Liam Payne. I had no idea who the fuck this guy was before this whole incident happened. I had no idea who he was. I knew of One Direction, but I didn't know who he was as a person. Like, I didn't know him as a band member. I didn't know him at all. He was a nobody to me. So I guess I got word that, there's a celebrity involved, blah, blah. Do you want to take care of the back or do you want to take care of the front? And I was like, I'll take care of the back. I think I'm good with the parking lot just in case, because there's a lot of creepy individuals that can come in through the fucking alley. And I feel like if anything were to happen, I'd be quick on my feet, quick to action, just to make sure that everything's all right. And, knowing that there's a celebrity, a VIP, I got to make sure that place is secure. So anyways, in the back parking lot, there's a no smoking rule. So you're not supposed to smoke between, I think, 20 or 30 feet away from the door. I think that was their rule. And so the celebrity's inside, Liam Payne. He's inside. He's smoking. He's smoking. He's fucking. He's ordering his meal. He's with a big team and everything. I think there were like 10, 12 people with him, and there was a huge ass table. So long story short, he comes outside, and mind you, I'm in the back. I'm checking everything out. I see him walk out of the back, and I was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, sir. Unfortunately, you can't be coming out through the back. You got to go out through the front." And he's like, "I'm just here to smoke a cigarette. That's it." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. If you want to smoke a stogie, bro, just go smoke it outside the gate. Come through. You can follow me, bro. You're good. I smoke cigarettes all the time. Back then, I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes, so yeah, don't judge me." I told him, "Yeah, come through. Follow me." He's like, "No, I'm gonna smoke right here." And I was like, "No, bro. I'm sorry, man. You gotta smoke outside. You can't be smoking in the parking lot area. I'm gonna get in trouble for this shit, man. Just smoke outside real quick, bro. I'll even smoke with you. How about that?" He's like, "Do you know who the fuck I am?" He started getting really violent and aggressive with me. And I was like, holy shit, who the fuck is this bastard? Who the fuck does he think he is? And then I told him right back in the same accent he gave me. I gave him right back. I said, fuck it. I said, "No, I don't know who the fuck you are, okay? And I don't give a shit who the fuck you are, mate. I need you to get the fuck out of my face, go smoke outside with me, or get back inside into your fucking table." And that's when his security team comes out at that moment. His security team gets in between us. Three individuals, or 2 individuals, or 3 individuals. My mind's blurry, remember that, but I'm trying to remember all the details properly. Anyways, 2 or 3 of them come out. All of a sudden, I'm faced off against all 3 of them. However many there were. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking break your fucking nose, my blah blah. And I was like, oh my god, man, I really don't want to deal with this bullshit. I don't give a shit who the fuck this guy is, you know. He gave off that energy of entitlement and of a fucking brat that when you told him, no, Timmy, you can't have that chocolate chip ice cream. You already had dinner and you already had dessert. You know, and then they start crying and throwing a temper tantrum on the ground. It's like, god damn it, man. You need a little whooping. But anyways, long story short, I fucking I told him, look, man, you're either gonna listen to me, or I mean, I told the security team, I was like, look, guys, he's either gonna have to listen to me, or he's gonna have to just leave the area and go back inside and just eat in peace, you know. And he kept on screaming, and then that's when the security team was like, all right, you know, we'll take him outside. And I was like, okay, cool, that's perfect, you know, thank you guys. And he was like, no, fuck you, blah 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 blah. He got close to me, okay, he went right up to my fucking face, and I'm over here like, you know what, man, I throw a punch against this guy, I'm gonna have a 4-on-1. I'm outnumbered, fuck it. I take out the pepper spray and I tell him, look, man, you're about 2-3 inches away from getting sprayed in the fucking eyes. He's like, do you know the fuck I am? And I was like, I don't give a fuck who you are, man. Get the fuck away from me before I fucking spray you. And we were just going back and forth with this shit. And I was trying so hard not to fucking like spray him and like, you know, I was just trying for him to like leave me alone. I didn't want to hurt him. I didn't want him to get hurt. I didn't want any physical altercation, because then you know what that means? That means paperwork. That means me staying in there until 7, 8 in the fucking morning. And so I was like, all right, man, you know what? I kind of backed off a little bit. I retreated. I strategically retreated away from the situation, and I let him be. And they took him away. Even though he was trying to get closer to me, I was letting him be. I was getting away from him. And I guess his guys fucking, they got him and they kind of forcefully took him out. He smoked his cigarette outside. Guess what I did? I smoked my cigarette too. I said, fuck it. So, yeah, I mean, that was a pretty gnarly incident. I mean, look, I'm not going to hold a grudge against him. I'm not going to say he's a bad person for it. Maybe he was just going through something. Maybe he had some kind of problems in his life during that time, and I'm not going to judge him. Maybe something was happening that night, you know, that specific night. Ticked him off. We're all human. Everyone makes mistakes. I'm not going to blame him for it, and I'm not going to be mad at him for it. Hopefully he's doing well with his career. I haven't checked on his career at all. I don't follow him. So yeah. And then well, that's story number 1. That one's a little long one. This one is a short one about Machine Gun Kelly. I'm a huge MGK fan. I actually have him tatted on my arm, on my left arm. I remember this was back in 2019 or 2020. This was during either during or be right before COVID started, right before the whole COVID-19 bullshit started. So I was the restaurant. It was same restaurant, by the way. Same restaurant. They had hired me back up. I had a little mini contract with them for a couple months, and I went to the restaurant. And we were closing. You know, I was in the front. We were already closed. We weren't serving anybody. The kitchen was already getting cleaned up and everything. See a car coming by. Who do I see pop out of that fucking car? Coulson and Youngblood. Youngblood is a British artist who, by the way, I fucking love and respect the shit out of. He's an amazing fucking artist. Shout out to Youngblood. And then Machine Gun Kelly came out of there, and I was like, oh my god. Like, I was starstruck. I was like, oh, it's MGK. My heart was like skipping a beat or two. I was like, oh shit, act professional as fuck. And I was like, hello, sir. Me not trying to fucking break down and be like, oh my god, it's you. Can I get an autograph? Because you can't break down. You can't act like you know them. You have to act stupid sometimes. Like, if it's your favorite artist, from what I was taught, is you have to act stupid. You have to act like you're a pendejo. You're an idiot. You don't know what the hell's going on. You don't know who the hell this person is. That's it. Simple as that. And then MGK was like, oh yeah, we want a table for 2, blah blah. And I was like, oh brother, man, I wish I could serve you guys, but unfortunately, you know, the kitchen's closed right now. I mean, I could ask the manager. you're someone important or something? Because, he brought a little team with him. So he was like, oh, yeah, yeah. You don't know who I am? And I'm like, I have no idea who you are, man. I don't know. Clearly, I bullshitted. I knew exactly who the fuck this motherfucker was. I knew exactly who he was. I went to go see him live back in 2016, no, 2015. Yeah, 2015, 2014 in San Bernardino County. While I was staying at a group home, they took us to an MGK concert. That was my first concert of his. Fucking killed it, bro. Fucking killed that fucking show. But anyways, I was like, no, who are you? He was like, oh, tell him it's Travis Scott. Bro, when this motherfucker said Travis Scott, you know how hard it was to fucking hold in my laugh? My laugh was like ready to just burst out. I was ready to fucking burst out laughing. I go in there, I tell the manager, hey, look, it's Machine Gun Kelly. He's saying he's Travis Scott because I'm supposed to act stupid and not know who he is, but it's Machine Gun Kelly. Can we let him in and just, have him eat? And they were like, no, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, can I order my employee meal? And then they were like, you should have ordered it half an hour. I was like, okay, forget you guys then. Fuck it. Whatever. I don't give a shit anymore then. And so that's pretty much it. I came back outside. I fucking told him, I was like, look, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, Mr. Scott. Unfortunately, I can't let you in. They're cleaning up the kitchen already. They're not gonna serve anyone else anymore, and they're not budging, man. I'm sorry about that. He was like, oh man. And then he was mentioning to Youngblood how he about something about the tour. I guess they were on tour. I guess that was after his. If I'm not mistaken, it was his Hotel Diablo tour that he just came back from. So, because I remember that Youngblood and MGK had a song on Hotel Diablo. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy these quick little stories. There's going to be a lot more coming soon. I got more crazy fucking interactions with celebs and whatnot. But that's all the time I have for now. I am exhausted. It is 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. I have to go to sleep. I have to wake up early and I have to do shit. And then I gotta go back to work in the afternoon. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next fucking episode. And yeah, I might be doing a live stream or two. Peace.